Hello, this is Shakama. Uh, I'm just recording some just raw videos loaded directly onto YouTube. Just because I am actually because my computer, my personal computer, uh, was burning up, and so I was working on all of these websites and stuff, which I've been doing for the past few years and so. Anyway, when I went to plug in a whole bunch of stuff, I smelled an electrical burn. But anyway, that has nothing to do with this video. Today I'm going to talk about uh, feminism as it relates to the black community, the black people, African Americans. A lot of people want to assume that African Americans are included in a lot of causes: men's rights, feminism, uh, gay legislation, and I've been involved with some very awakened African Americans, and we've come to the realization that the only time that white people really try and include us in these issues is when they want to collect signatures, when they need numbers. They don't actually bother to ask black people if they want to be, if they have us say so, or if they have something to opine about on the various issues. Uh, so today I'm talking about directly about feminism as it relates to black women, and categorically it does not even relate to black women. Feminism is a white, middle, and upper class movement as it stands for the past 60 years. When the feminists approached Martin Luther King, as they love to do, to tag along into any uh, grassroots issue, uh, they tried to get him to be a sounding board along with their already loud and boisterous things. Now, a lot of women are going to say, oh, feminism is for the equality of women. It is not for the equality of women. However, I don't care. It doesn't apply to black women. Why? Because black men got the right to vote as soon as black women got the right to vote. Black men got equal opportunities as soon as black women got equal opportunities. The oppressive patriarchy that feminists love to talk about and preach about and promulgate, and which is actually just propaganda. Uh, Black men were able to alleviate themselves of as soon as black women did. Black men got equality, or if you want to call what we live in now equality, as soon as black women got equality. And because of feminism, it has now destroyed the black community. How? Because now it's about being a woman and not being black. So now you have black women having an unemployment rate of about 15% versus black men having an unemployment rate of like 35%. Why? Because the push for hiring women is much stronger than the push for hiring black men. This whole diversity thing, it doesn't apply to black people in general, first of all, because when you talk about diversity, automatically you're picturing this rainbow coalition of yellow, red, black, and white people, and that's just not the case. When the feminist movement got white, middle class women declared as a minority, although they're 50% of the I'm sorry, 51% of the population, somehow that moved them into the diversity policies and all of the diversity policies and social equality policies apply to white middle class women. It doesn't apply to black men. It doesn't apply even to black women. However, when it comes to an issue of hiring a minority, they'll 9 times out of 10 go with a black woman. However, if you look at real stats, and not the stats that you see on TV, where they talk about, oh, black men are deadbeat dads, they don't take care of their children. Oh, black men are getting black women pregnant and leaving them. Real stats. 63% of black men are married. And they're mostly married to black women. And when I say mostly, I mean overwhelmingly. Let's look at the interracial marriage rates. Black men are 8%. That's white, yellow, green, blue, Asian, Mexican, Latino, something else, Southeast Asian, Indian. 8%. All of that is 8%. Black women is at a meager 5% of marrying anything other than. So, the overwhelming majority of black men are married to black women, and vice versa. If you're going to marry a black woman, she's going to be married to a black man, right? Now, the overwhelming majority of black men still have to provide for a family. So, when you have a 35% unemployment rate, that means there are black families going without. There are black men who cannot provide for their families. This economic recovery that everybody likes to talk about, which is a complete lie, you have 63% labor force participation. That means only 63% of the people in the United States have a job or own a business or something. The other 30 some odd percent are no longer in the labor force, and a lot of them are not even collecting unemployment. So that means the homeless rates went up, the people who are legitimately poor went up. People who went from middle class to poor went up. All of these feminist notions of the paycheck, it doesn't apply to black men. It does not even apply to black men at all. Black men have never oppressed black women. Black men have never said that a black woman can't vote. Black men have never said that a black woman can't work. You know why? Because black women have worked and been right next to black men for 10,000 years. When a black man went into the field, the black woman went into the field. And I'm not talking about slavery. I'm talking about Africa. I'm talking about the cradle of civilization. Although everybody wants to talk about Mesopotamia, we have step pyramids that are older than 10,000 years old. So the ridiculousness of that is stupid. We have black women working alongside black men from the very beginning. Always. Always. Yes, they raised kids, but they had their kids strapped onto them as they were working right next to the black men. Black women and black men have not been this separate, domineering type of relationship until feminism stepped in and told black women that they were something that they were not, which was oppressed by black men. For you black women, you need to understand this is not your movement. Maybe the NAACP is your movement. Maybe United Negro College Fund, that's your movement. Maybe black set-asides for businesses, maybe that's your movement. But not feminism and not men's rights, because it doesn't even apply to black people. And for those people who want to argue that it does apply to black people, you're dead wrong. You're just dead wrong. It doesn't. We have nothing to do with those movements. We don't benefit from those movements. And nothing has been taken away from us that hasn't already been taken away from us before and after the movements. They only count us when they want numbers. That's it. Thank you.